Very good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the current affairs class. I hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to cover 17th and 18th Fab CA. In the last classes, yesterday I have taken two classes. In the first class, in the first half, 13th Fab was discussed, and in the second half, 14th to 16th Fab has been covered, right? So today we are going to cover 17th and 18th Fab. Let's begin with the class. First news which you have in ESI Finance and Business category is regarding Libra. So you see, Libra is quite famous. ये नाम आपने सुना होगा कई बार. So Argentine President Javier Milei has been criticized recently for promoting cryptocurrency token which is dollar Libra. Okay, so Libra को promote करने के लिए this Argentinian President Javier Milei has been criticized. Why? Because when the president has supported this cryptocurrency token, suddenly its value shooted up, but then after very less period of time, it declined suddenly. I think there was a decline of almost 70% in its value. So this is the case. The person has been criticized for endorsing cryptocurrency token dollar Libra. Okay. That's why this name also becomes important. Libra is issued by entrepreneur Hayden Davis. You must be knowing that. And it is hosted on the Solana blockchain platform. Next news is regarding Zomato. So Zomato CEO Dipinder Goyal has unveiled Nugget. What is Nugget? Nugget is an artificial intelligence backed customer support platform. So Zomato has unveiled Nugget. Nugget is AI backed, AI supported customer support platform. So it will help customers in accessing lot of services which so basically it will support customers in food delivery. It will support them in food delivery business, quick commerce verticals like Blinkit, Hyperpure, all these businesses. Nugget is going to support them. So remember, Nugget belongs to Zomato. The next is Indian Continental Investment Limited, a founder entity of Bharti Airtel. Bharti Airtel Limited की जो founder entity है Indian Continental Investment Limited, it has sold 0.84% stake or 51 million shares for rupees 8,485 crore. So this much stake has been sold. And almost a quarter of these shares, they were acquired by Bharti Telecom Limited. Remaining shares were purchased by prominent global and domestic investors. You need not go into detail. The next one is regarding PhonePe. PhonePe recently has launched device tokenization solution. So this can be important to remember. Which fintech has launched it? PhonePe has launched device tokenization solution. What is device tokenization solution? In device tokenization, this is for credit card, debit card information. What happens is whenever you are entering into a transaction, you need to store, if you store the information, the card information of your debit card, credit card, it becomes a bit risky, isn't it? Because that can be accessed. So, and if you don't store it, you have to provide the information again and again. So they are bringing in this card tokenization or tokenization, device tokenization, where the token will be provided for the specific information of the card. So it would be converted into a specific token. You need not enter the details again and again, and this token can be further utilized. So it will make the payment more secure in that case. Okay. PhonePe has launched this. As I told you, what is tokenization? Replacement of actual card details with alternate code. Actual जो card details होती है, उनको एक code दे दिया जाएगा, and that code can be further utilized. Bharti Airtel has landed the new Me V6. So this is important, remember. I know the name is a bit quite a bit absurd, but still. So Me V6, what does it stand for? It stands for Southeast Asia, Middle East, West Europe, 6 in Chennai. What is this? This is basically submarine cable. Submarine cable. Bharti Airtel has been successful in landing this cable, submarine cable, Southeast Asia, Middle East, West Europe. This is to enhance the international connectivity and boost data capacity. So cables होती है जिनके through network and you get the access to internet and all. So this is the thing, and they are planning to connect India to Singapore, France, crossing Egypt through these terrestrial cables. And it is expected to become operational in 2026. So they have a bigger plan to connect India to Singapore and France via Egypt. This is the thing. So remember, Me V6 belongs to Bharti Airtel. The next is Jio Cinema and Disney Hotstar have merged to launch Jio Hotstar. So JioStar is newly formed joint venture between Viacom 18 and Star India. It has officially launched Jio Hotstar. Jio Hotstar. Okay. So Jio Cinema and Disney Hotstar have merged to launch Jio Hotstar. Now it is your Jio Hotstar. Remember. Next news is coming from our regulatory bodies segment. So let's see. First is IFSCA, International Financial Services Authority, IFSCA has notified bullion market regulations. IFSCA ने bullion market regulations यहाँ पर notify किए हैं. Now, first of all, what is bullion market? I hope you all must be knowing. Bullion market is where your precious items like gold, silver, etc. they are traded. Okay, so bullion market is where your precious items are traded. What it has brought? So it has introduced important safeguards for protection of customers' interest in the bullion market ecosystem in GIFT City. So to protect the customers, it has brought certain guidelines. Let's see what is it. So the new regulations, they quantify the net worth of the applicant seeking recognition as a bullion exchange or a bullion clearing corporation at $10 million. So it says that if you want to act, if you want to work in this GIFT City as a bullion clearing corporation, clearing all these settlements, or a bullion exchange, your net worth should be at least $10 million. This is first thing they have clearly stated. Your net worth should be $10 million. Okay. Your net worth should be $10 million. Then next, the definition of term consumer has been broadened here for the purpose of bullion market exchanges. What stands to be a consumer? So consumer has been broadened to a constituent of a bullion trading member or a special category client as mentioned in the circulars issued by authority from time to time. So basically any constituent which is involved in this entire trading series or a special category as defined. So यहाँ पर specifically कुछ ऐसा नहीं है, circular में है. Most important one is net worth का criteria, $10 million, remember. Also, the term non-independent directors has been introduced. This nomenclature is replacing the word shareholder directors. So whatever shareholder directors were there associated with this bullion exchange, this word now has been just replaced with non-independent directors. This is the thing. You just need to remember these 2 points broadly or 3 points. Consumer की definition थोड़ा सा broaden किया है. Net worth requirement $10 million. Shareholder directors का जो term है इस पूरे process में use होता है, that has been replaced by non-independent directors. Then next is SEBI and Bharat InvIT Association. They are working to set up dedicated data benchmarking institutes, DBI. Data benchmarking institutes for infrastructure investment trusts. So SEBI is working SEBI is working with Bharat InvIT Association on DBI. DBI is what Data Benchmarking Institutes for InvITs. InvITs आपको पता ही है, Infrastructure Investment Trusts. So you have REITs, you have InvITs. These are investment vehicles. They pool your money. They pool the investors' money. So if we talk about InvITs, they pool the money and they invest in the infrastructure-related projects. In real estate, you have these vehicles. They pool the money and they invest in the real estate projects, right? So existing at present, there is this mechanism existing for REITs, but it was not there for InvITs. InvITs के लिए they are planning to bring in data benchmarking institutes, DBI. What they will do is, these institutes, they will provide on a single platform, they will consolidate the information, they will provide the information. So एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म पे, एक ही सोर्स पे सारी इंफॉर्मेशन इन्वेस्टर्स के लिए अवेलेबल होगी. इट विल हेल्प इन्वेस्टर्स make informed decision. Investors will not have to go anywhere else to get the authentic information, and it will help them in assessing the risk and making good decisions. This is the thing. This is what DBIs will do. Remember. Okay, and for this, lot of financial services firms are contributing for development of this, like CAMS, Carriage. Then you have K-Fintech, InvIT Association. They are promoting it or they are working towards it. Then these platforms will house all key information and analysis regarding listed InvITs. जितने भी listed InvITs हैं, उनकी जो भी important information है, whatever key information is there regarding the listed InvITs. So first of all, remember, initially it is going to be there only for listed InvITs, not for the non-listed InvITs. Okay. So it is going to be there regarding listed InvITs. It will improve transparency, provide data accessibility, as I told you, support better informed decisions on the part of investors. First phase, this is important. In the first phase, 5 publicly listed InvITs will be selected, or data of first 5 publicly listed InvITs will be collected on this platform. Which are these 5? Okay, 5 publicly listed InvITs will be India Grid Infrastructure Trust, then you have Indus Infra Trust, then you have IRB InvIT Fund, and then you have Capital Infra Trust, and then Power Grid Infrastructure Investment Trust. So these are the 5 listed InvITs which will be there in the phase 1 of implementation. So remember, this is important. The next, very, very, very important, I am telling you, everyone, write it down separately somewhere. You must expect a question out of this. RBI data. RBI data. So RBI has launched an application. RBI has launched a mobile application called RBI data. RBI data. This is going to be very, very important. I'm emphasizing it again. RBI data. This is a mobile app. Now, if you see, when you access any information regarding Indian economy or macroeconomic performance of the country, the data provided on RBI website is not so easy for the common man who is not the person if is not well aware of the financial jargons, economic jargons. It is not easy to comprehend. You must agree with me, right? So उसको एक्सेस करना इजी नहीं होता है, उसको समझना इजी नहीं होता है. Now what RBI data will do is, RBI data will provide you lot of series of data related to Indian economy, and that too in a very comprehensible manner, very easy to comprehend manner. Right? So this is RBI data. More than 11,000 different series of economic data related to India's economy will be provided. Also, it will offer macroeconomic and financial statistics related to Indian economy, whether whatever you want to access. And as I told you, it would be a engaging, visually engaging format, user-friendly hoga. Also, apps banking outlet section. There will be a section on this app, banking outlet section. It will help users find banking facilities within 20 kilometers of their location. So, with the help of this banking outlet section, users can also access banking facilities within 20 kilometers of their location, and they can also access data about SARC countries, SARC finance, all these things. So, a lot of data will be provided. Okay, remember RBI data is important platform. Then next is, this is again important, RBI has recently launched RBI Integrated Ombudsman Scheme in 2021. You all know that. But the news is the scheme में RBI has replaced. So the Hindi translation of the scheme, if you see, Ombudsman scheme का Hindi translation जो है, it is Reserve Bank एकीकृत लोकपाल योजना 2021. Here the news is that RBI has replaced this word lokpal with ombudsman. इस स्कीम का जो हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन है उसमें लोकपाल वर्ड हैज बीन रिप्लेस्ड विद ओम्ब्यूड्समैन इन हिंदी वर्जन. दिस इज द न्यूज. रिमेंबर, सो नाउ इट वुड बी रिजर्व बैंक एकीकृत ओम्ब्यूड्समैन योजना 2021. At least remember the year of this scheme. It is important. Apart from your LRS, the liberalized remittances scheme, ombudsman scheme is also important. Then next is, RBI recently has announced transactions between the primary members and gilt account holders can now be matched on NDS OM platform, negotiated dealing system order matching platform पे both their transactions can be matched. This is the news. First of all, who is a primary member? Primary member, any financial institution or entity that can be a primary dealer, a bank, which has been authorized by the RBI to deal in government securities. Okay, to deal in government securities. Any entity which has been allowed by RBI to deal in government securities. Gilt account क्या है? You all know there was this scheme launched by RBI, retail direct scheme, under which individual retail individual investors, they can open up gilt account and then they can directly access the government securities, right? They can also access the government securities. So primary member and gilt account holders के जितने भी transactions हैं, they can be matched on NDS OM platform. Now what does that mean? NDS OM platform क्या करता है? First of all, so आपके दो important platforms हैं, eKuber, which is CBS, and this NDS OM. Primary difference between these two platforms, you must remember, is eKuber allows your primary market transaction, right? So this is not secondary market trade. Then NDS OM allows your secondary market trade. Remember this difference. NDS OM facilitates your secondary market trade in the government securities. So यहाँ पर दोनों के transaction match होने का implication क्या होगा? The implication would be that trades will now be executed more quickly. The clearing settlement will happen quickly, efficiently, and time taken to complete all these processes will also be reduced. So this is going to make this entire process in government securities, trade in government securities, more easy, quick and transparent. This is the news from here. Remember, both these primary members and gilt account transactions will be matched on NDS OM, and I have already told you what is NDS OM. NDS OM we have discussed, and remember it is owned by RBI. Who are the members of NDS OM? Banks, primary dealers, insurance companies, mutual funds, etc. All government securities, your state government securities, treasury bills, they are tradable on NDS OM, and that too secondary market trade is facilitated on NDS OM. This is the basic difference between NDS OM and eKuber platform. That is it about regulatory body segment. Moving on to banking news. First news, LIC has launched one man office. So Life Insurance Corporation has recently launched one man office service. This is what this is to create digital ecosystem for its sales. So sales के लिए, अपनी sales को improve करने के लिए, it is there, and it has been built on LIC's Ananda, Atmanirbhar Agent's new business digital application platform. This is to enhance its business operations. You just remember the name. Then next is Kuwait's Boban Bank implements Intellect digital banking platform. So this is bank, Boban Bank, leading Kuwaiti Islamic bank. It has recently completed second phase implementation of Intellect Design Arena's eMAC.ai digital transaction banking solution. What is this? So this is basically a solution which will enhance banks' transaction capabilities, banking capabilities across multiple sectors. Like, you know, it can also now transact and provide banking facilities related to oil and gas, telecom, fintech, real estate, trading services, etc. And its very important feature is e-pay system. E-pay system will enable faster receivables through QR code based payment links. QR code based payment link से पेमेंट भी इजीली मिल जाएगा. सो दिस इज कमिंग फ्रॉम अ कुवैती इस्लामिक बैंक. यू जस्ट रिमेंबर द नेम, that is it. Need not go into further details. The next is LIC has again launched a single premium smart pension plan. LIC single premium smart pension plan launch किया है. single premium है. Lot of annuity options हैं for single life and joint life annuities. What are annuities? These are timely payments. When you get insurance, when you buy insurance, you get a timely, say, monthly payment, right? Or whatever timely payment according to the design of the product is annuity. This type of plan issued by LIC is non-par, non-linked, individual group saving and immediate annuity plan. You can access it when it is required. Minimum age in 80s is 18 years, maximum age is 65 to 100 years, and minimum purchase price is rupees 1 lakh. So minimum purchase price यहाँ पर है rupees 1 lakh, remember. Then you have SBI Mutual Fund has recently launched micro SIP. SBI Mutual Fund ने micro SIP launch की है, which is starting from just rupees 250 under Jan Nivesh SIP scheme. In collaboration with whom? Remember, this can be important. In collaboration with Paytm and SBI. So this can be important. In collaboration with Paytm and SBI, this micro SIP has been launched, which just starts with rupees 250. Next is your Axis Bank has committed CSR, Corporate Social Responsibility grant of 104 crores for over 4 years to Ashoka University. Okay, CSR के तहत ग्रांट इन्होंने दी है अशोका यूनिवर्सिटी को. Then next is Indian Bank's net interest margin will likely decline by 10 basis points on average in 2025-26. This is the projection given by your Fitch Ratings. Fitch Ratings has said Indian Bank's net interest margin is likely to decline. What is net interest margin? Net interest margin is the difference between interest which you have earned as a bank on the assets and which you have paid on your liabilities, right? So this is going to be declining. The Fitch Ratings has projected that. Abhi tak, if you see, it has remained healthy, but it is expected to decline. Then next is South Indian Bank. South Indian Bank has recently launched SIB Quick FD, a digital service that allows customers to open fixed deposit using UPI without needing an existing account with the bank. So SIB Quick FD has been launched, which will enable customers to open FD UPI के through ही, even if they don't have existing account with the bank. This can be very important, isn't it? So if you don't have a bank account with the bank, you can still open an FD account with the bank using UPI. Just 5 minutes documentation and all, minimal documentation like PAN and Aadhaar will be required, and the service will allow customer to open fixed deposit with a minimum amount of 1,000 only. So 1,000 say you can start. This can be good idea. SIB Quick FD. Then national and state news. Moving on to national and state news. First we have is Eurobank SA has partnered with LTI Mindtree to establish a new Global Delivery Center in Pune. Global Delivery Center in Pune is a collaboration which was facilitated by Fairfax Digital Services. This is basically to enhance customer experience through banking operations and innovative IT services, providing more banking operations and innovative solutions for IT. So this center will enhance infrastructure related to modernizing technology operations. So Eurobank will be establishing this in Pune. Remember, location क्या होगा? Pune. Lot of services will be provided, banking, IT services. Next is Checkpoint Software Technologies Limited, a cybersecurity solutions provider. It will establish its first Asia Pacific Research and Development Center in Bengaluru. So earlier center we have discussed is to be established in Pune. Now this center is to be established at Bangalore. So remember, This checkpoint software will be setting up Asia Pacific Research and Development Center in Bangalore. R&D का हब बनेगा ये, बेसिकली रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट का हब बनेगा. सो इट विल हेल्प इन AI रिलेटेड, IT, साइबर सिक्योरिटी रिलेटेड रिसर्च. The next is United Arab Emirates and India Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement has completed 3 years recently. So India and UAE have signed comprehensive economic partnership where they have agreed on a lot of economic deals. It has completed 3 years on February 18 for improving, merchandise trade. And with this agreement, the merchandise trade between the two countries has nearly doubled from $43.3 billion US dollars to $83.7 billion US dollars in 23-24. Oil trade has also improved. Moving on to state news. State news mein first you have is Nashik officials have studied Mahakumbh 2025 for insights on 2027 Kumbh planning. So the team is studying the Mahakumbh preparation for the upcoming Nasik Triambakeshwar Kumbh in 2027. The next is Maharashtra government has formed a committee to study and implement MSP scheme under Pradhan Mantri Annadata Aay Sanrakshan Abhiyan. So Maharashtra government has recently formed this committee. They will be discussing about the MSP scheme under the Pradhan Mantri Annadata Aay Suraksha Abhiyan, in which the committee will be evaluating existing framework and they will recommend policies related to MSP schemes to run smoothly across the state. Abhi dekho, this is just an information that the committee has been formed. No decision is still out. So committee will indulge in a lot of meetings and discussion. Whatever decision comes out will be discussed further. Then you have Telangana IT and Industries Minister has informed that state government would set up Cyber Defense Center here. Telangana state government will be setting up Cyber Defense Center. Okay, will help boost cyber mitigation, cyber fraud mitigation preparedness. The next is Gujarat has launched G-Safal. Remember, this can be important. So Gujarat government has introduced G-Safal, Gujarat scheme for Antyodaya families for augmenting livelihoods. Gujarat scheme for Antyodaya families for augmenting livelihoods, G-Safal. Under this, they will be helping Antyodaya families, the underprivileged families, empowering women, promoting economic self-sufficiency, help them sustain their life. And under this, it is expected that they will be uplifting 50,000 Antyodaya Anna Yojana card holders, families in the state. The next is Madhya Pradesh has become first state in the country to bring a dedicated global capability center. ये तो पहले गुजरात ने भी किया था, but news में ऐसा है. So remember, MP is also there in the list for bringing a dedicated global capability center policy. Global capability center, we have discussed lot number of times. It is a center where, multinational companies, they provide these IT services, they access IT services, BOP services, lot of opportunities, employment opportunities are created. So global capability centers are important. Madhya Pradesh has become another state to enter it. The next is international news. International news mein you have statue of famous Tamil poet and philosopher Tiruvalluvar has been unveiled in Philippines. Tiruvalluvar is very famous, and Tiruvalluvar, remember, Tiruvalluvar and other famous Tamil poets, their quotations have been used in this year's budget also. So their basic information can be important. Remember, Philippines mein the statue has been unveiled at Gulas College of Medicine. So presently, who is Indian ambassador to Philippines? Harsh Kumar Jain. Next is UN has recently launched $6 billion humanitarian appeal to assist Sudanese affected by the ongoing conflict. So to help to establish humanitarian assistance, United Nations ने $6 billion का support announce किया है Sudan के लिए for the ongoing conflicts. The next one we have is India and US. They have strengthened cooperation in underwater domain awareness with the launch of Autonomous Systems Industry Alliance during PM Modi's visit to US. Underwater domain awareness is क्या है? Is the capability of a nation to assess and detect activities अंडर वाटर, beneath the surface of water like oceans and seas. तो उसके अंदर जितनी भी एक्टिविटीज हो रही है उनको डिटेक्ट करना, उनको असेस करना. इंडिया एंड यूएस आर वर्किंग टू एनहांस दीज कैपेबिलिटीज ऑफ बोथ दी नेशंस. Talking about MOUs, India and Qatar have signed 2 MOUs. Okay, first for Confederation of Indian Industry and Qatar Business Association, they have signed, and Invest India and Invest Qatar. So basically for business and investment promotion in both of the countries. Then Telangana has renewed MOU with the Center for Effective Governance of Indian States. So to strengthen, data-driven governance and improve efficiency of public expenditure in Telangana, it has renewed its MOU, earlier existing MOU with the central government. The next is Ministry of Labor and Employment has signed MOU with Apna to boost job opportunities. Job opportunities के लिए this has been signed. And then you have Tribal Cooperative Marketing Development Federation of India has signed MOU with T-Trunk. This is to ensure availability of tribal products in the mainstream retail market. This can be very important. See, in making a change from that point of view, tribal products, they need equal access to the retail market, and these kind of initiatives are very good. Then you have Department of Telecommunications and International Telecommunication Union have signed MOU basically to explore the infrastructure related to AI-driven digital twin technologies and telecommunication technologies, latest telecommunication technologies, etc. Then next is Air India and Virgin Australia have signed MOU फॉर कोड शेयर डील. कोड शेयर डील क्या होता है, हम पहले भी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. कोड शेयर डील में यू हैव 2 airlines providing, say, booking services for the single flight. These kind of agreements are there. Then you have Maersk and Cochin Shipyard Limited have signed MOU to explore opportunities in ship repair management and building. Then DRDO and Midhani for special grade steel for aeronautical applications. एक specific grade steel के लिए मेधानी के साथ DRDO has signed this MOU. Then next, if we talk about mergers and acquisitions, so you have 361 Asset and Bharti AXA Life Insurance. So 361 Asset is set to acquire 15% stake in Bharti AXA Life Insurance. Second is Competition Commission of India has approved amalgamation of Chaitanya India Fin Credit Private Limited and Swatantra Holdings Private Limited. Then next is acquisition. So proposed combination for acquisition of 20% and 10% interest in Blackwater coal mine by NS Blackwater Limited. And then Steel Australia. Okay, so this is similar one. This is not so much important. You can skip this. बहुत ज़्यादा important नहीं है. You can skip this one. The next is Science Tech. Science Tech में you have a specific cyber attack or cyber crime in news. So this is DDoS. That can be very much important. Distributed denial of service attack. Distributed denial of service attack. What is distributed denial of service attack? DDoS. So first of all, remember the extended form of it. Distributed denial of service attack. Cyber crime है एक तरीके का in which the criminal, the person who does not let you access a particular server, है ना? So the attacker basically floods the server with internet traffic to prevent user access the connected online services and sites, where they prevent you to access a particular site, deliberately creating traffic on that internet traffic on that platform or site. So this is what distributed denial of service attack is. Okay, where they try to disrupt the normal functioning of a lot of departments and services. Then next is defense. Defense में you have recently Defense Secretary Rajesh Kumar Singh has said that defense budget would go up by 9.5% from the current 6.21. Okay, so this is going to increase. Then next is India is set to finalize $200 million deal with Philippines for Akash surface to air missile. This can be important. Remember, किसके साथ deal sign की है? Philippines के साथ. For what? For Akash surface to air missile system. where the missile would start from surface and would attack the target in the air, right? So this is surface to air missile system. India has finalized a deal with Philippines. And Akash missile system has been developed by DRDO. They will be supplying it to Philippines. $200 million की डील साइन हुई है. फिलीपींस इंडिया से आकाश मिसाइल सिस्टम को एक्वायर करेगा. The next is Indian Navy has recently launched its 8th Missile Cum Ammunition Barge LSAM-11 Yard 79 at Mira Bhayandar, Maharashtra. So this has been launched by Indian Navy, which is Missile Cum Ammunition Barge. The next is Indian Army and Japan Ground Self-Defense Force are to conduct 6th edition of exercise Dharma Guardian at Mount Fuji, Japan. So remember which edition? 6th edition. Exercise का नाम क्या है? Dharma Guardian. Location Mount Fuji in Japan, between India and Japanese forces. Then talking about indices and rankings, this is important. According to Axis Bank's Burgundy Private and Hurun India report, India's 500 most valuable non-state run companies cumulative value is rupees 324 trillion. इंडिया की जो टॉप 500 मोस्ट वैल्यूएबल नॉन स्टेट रन कंपनीज हैं उनका क्यूमुलेटिव वैल्यू 324 ट्रिलियन है. ओके, एंड इट वाज हायर देन इंडियाज जीडीपी फॉर 2023. ओके, so which are these companies like Reliance, Tata Consultancy, HDFC, Bharti Airtel, ICICI, Infosys, etc. Then you have global email cyber attacks have increased by 197% between July-December 2024. This is data coming from Swiss cybersecurity firm Acronis Cyber Threats Report. Acronis Cyber Threats Report के according global email cyber attacks have increased by 197%. And if you see country-wise, so UAE, Singapore and Italy, they have faced maximum number of these malware attacks. Then next you have 2025 SDG Progress Report from UN Economic and Social Commission for Asia and Pacific. So the report basically has revealed persistent data gaps. Data gaps are there which are limiting policy makers in taking decisions for the country. Asia Pacific region को इन्होंने cover किया है. So it says that data availability in Asia Pacific has improved. 54% indicators show that there are significant data gaps regarding sustainable development goals. Then next is awards. Awards mein this is very important. Manu Bhaker, famous Indian pistol shooter Manu Bhaker, has been named as BBC Indian Sports Women of the Year. This can be important, remember. BBC Indian Sports Women of the Year. So Manu Bhaker has been named as BBC Indian Sports Women of the Year. The other awards like BBC Para Sports Women of the Year, Avni Lekhra, remember, for rifle shooting. Then BBC Emerging Player is Sheetal Devi from archery. Then Lifetime Achievement Award to Mithali Raj for cricket. This can be important. Then next one, sports mein Khelo India Winter Games 2025. So second and final leg of Khelo India Winter Games has been postponed recently due to snowfall. Jammu and Kashmir में snowfall की वजह से it has been postponed. Then appointments में you don't have much of appointments. Suresh K. Reddy, only 2 appointments you have. Suresh K. Reddy, Ambassador of India to Egypt, and then Salila Pandey, MD and CEO of SBI Card. Then last you have conference. Delhi Metro Rail Corporation DMRC under the banner of iMetro and in close association and partnership with CII, Indian Green Building Council has organized 5th International Conference on Green Metro Systems, the Future of Urban Mobility in New Delhi. So this was 5th International Conference on green metro systems, the future of urban mobility in New Delhi. DMRC ने in collaboration with CII and IGBC has organized it. Then next is person in news. So you have famous Indian shuttler PV Sindhu has dropped 2 places to 15 in the recently released rankings by Badminton World Federation. So now PV Sindhu's rank globally is 15. Remember, PV Sindhu stands at 15 place according to Badminton World Federation. That is it. Then in men's doubles Indian pair, your Satvik Sairaj and Chirag Shetty, they have stayed world number 1 men's double. This can be important. That is it for 17 to 18 Feb CA. Now it's time for the MCQs. First question. Recently, SEBI and Bharat InvIT Association are working to set up dedicated data benchmarking institute for InvITs. You have to tell me which of the following is not among those 5 listed, publicly listed InvITs which are selected in the phase 1 of implementation of this, which is not there among those 5 for the phase 1 implementation. Yes, what is the answer here? So if you look at this, all these 4 names are there. Cube Highways Trust is not there, right? So 5 names, may say A, B, C, D are there. E is not there. Next question. RBI has recently launched a mobile application to provide access to more than 11,000 different series of economic data on Indian economy. Tell me which mobile application is it? Eco Data, Fin Data, RBI Data, RBI Econ? None of the above. Which is the mobile application? RBI Data. Okay, very good. So remember, this is very, very important. Option C, RBI Data is the correct answer here. Next question. Gujarat government has recently introduced G Safal. What does G Safal stands for? G Safal stands for the correct option is Gujarat scheme for Antyodaya families for augmenting livelihoods. A is the right option here. Okay, A is the right option here. Gujarat scheme for Antyodaya families for augmenting livelihoods. Next is DDoS attack. Recently in news, the cyber attack, DDoS. What does DDoS stands for? Distributed denial of service attack, distributed denial of security attack, deliberate denial of service attack, or distributed divergence of service attack? Tell me, what does DDoS stands for? Recently seen in news. So the correct option here would be distributed denial of service attack. DDoS stands for distributed denial of service attack. Option A. Next is, which of the following sports personality was named as BBC Indian Sports Women of the Year? BBC Indian Sports Women of the Year. Who among the following has been named as BBC Indian Sports Women of the Year? Yeah, so the correct answer would be Manu Bhaker. Okay, Manu Bhaker. Manu Bhaker is the BBC Indian Sports Women of the Year. Manu Bhaker. Then next learning exercise for today. Which of the following fintech has launched a device tokenization solution for credit and debit cards for securing the card-based transaction in which the credit card, debit card details will be encoded into a code? So which of the following entities have launched this device tokenization? You have to tell me. This is your learning exercise for today. Tell me the answer in the comment section. Last दो जो sessions हुए थे उसमें first question I gave you, government backed NIIF is planning to raise how much of private credit funds? So yes, the correct answer, Isha Bhadoria has given $2 billion. And next question, India and US have launched trust initiative for boosting ties in critical minerals, pharmaceuticals, etc. Trust stands for transforming relationship utilizing strategic technology. So here option A would be correct. So these are the answers for the last two questions I gave you, and today's learning exercise will be there. I will be expecting answers from you. That is it for today's session. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.